Recording. So I guess we could explain what this is about first. It's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
So about, was it a week ago maybe? I got cursed by the darkness, and I had to spend time in the Angelic Realm to figure out how to undo this curse. And there was a number of things, and I ended up making a video for removing attachments and curses as a result of it. But one of the amazing things that was introduced at the time was this God tablet, and it has this really, really high frequency, and this is most amazing divine light. Like you look at it, and you have to have a pure heart to look at it straight at it, and it pushes any darkness and any curses or any demons or attachments, and it pushes it out of you. It pushes it out of your energy. And I asked God later if we could alchemize it into a God armor, because what had happened after I removed this curse, I channeled Metatron, and he told me that the darkness is desperate at the moment, and they're doing very odd things. And he said,
like their last hurrah, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like they're kind of leaving. They're going to be leaving the 5D Earth pretty soon, and their last hurrah, and making these last ditch efforts. And so he said, this curse that you got was the darkness of the from the darkness of the dark. I'm like, oh, that's great. He goes, but the darkness of the dark can't be with the light of the light. So and then I started talking to him about I wonder if I should make a video to assist others. He says, absolutely. But then I went back and I asked God afterwards. I'm like, God, would you be okay with us alchemizing the God tablet with something else, combining it for God armor for people? And his reply was absolutely, because it's another way to love. And in the Angelic Realm, we've always learned that you always find more ways to love. And that's sort of how it rang good when he said that to me, and it was confirmation. So I said, I thanked him. I thank God. And then I came back, and we decided, you know what, why don't we do a workshop on it? And that's pretty much it. So I think the intention is going to be to go up to the Angelic Realm, and for us to do a bit of a ceremony there, alchemizing the God tablet with what, if you have a choice of something to alchemize it with, because like it was like when you can alchemize it with love, you can alchemize it with, if you have any special energies that you like working with, if it's Atlantean or Lemurian, or if you want to. The only other time that I've alchemized before this, to be honest, is when I went to the ancient cities, the lights in Saint Germain. He had a Unity crystal, and then he had an Ascended Master crystal, and then we put them together, and we alchemized this rainbow diamond crystal that we sent out. And that was on the day that the new systems for the new Earth came online, which was just about a week before we did that meditation for new Earth magic. So how I understand alchemize is we'd have the God tablet in one hand, and then let's say a Lumerian energy pyramid in one, and then the other hand, or you want to use universal love or love, and whatever. If you have something that's your protection, you can use it. I'm going to be using some technology from the past, and I'm going to put them together to create the God armor. And then I'm going to use some magic that I hold in my third eye to duplicate it, and I'm going to send it out to everybody who's watching. And it's your choice if you want to take it, or if you want to use your own alchemized God armor. So if you have something else you want to use, we're going to alchemize it together with the God tablet. And so you either just, if you want to keep your armor, and that's the armor that you want, because it's the God tablet, which the super high frequency, along with this other thing that you want to alchemize with, put them together to create your armor, and you can have your armor. Or if you just want to take the armor that I alchemize, I'm going to be sending it out So whatever armor that I'm going to be wearing, I'm basically going to be sending it out to anybody else who wants to wear it, because it's at a time when it's going to be a little extra support to fend off any of the attachments, curses, or anything. Because so far, this frequency that from this God tablet that we put out, or that I've sent to a few people, has pushed out any negative energy right out their feet, like immediately. Like it's just like it just runs away from this frequency from the God tablet. So that's what it's all about. So I don't know if Bonnie wants to start off on the get the meditation thing part going, and then we can head up to the angelic realm. And
then you'll
but before I just want to call in Father, Mother, God, Yeshua, all the archangels and the angelic kingdoms, all of our higher selves and the higher selves of anybody that's going to be watching this video to assist.
So just take a deep breath and relax. And I want you to pull this beautiful rainbow energy all the way down to the ends of your toes. Take a deep breath and run it all the way down. One more time. And run it down, creating this beautiful rainbow bridge. And then I want you to imagine that this beautiful rainbow energy is coming down from the heavens, all the way down to your crown. Take a deep breath. Breathe it all the way down past your shoulders. Take another deep breath. Breathe it all the way down past your knees. Take another deep breath. Breathe it all the way to Mother Gaia's heart. We ask her to open all keys and codes that we're ready for today. And she's going to send them back up. So breathe them all the way back up to your heart. Take a deep breath. Breathe it out. We're going to send all that energy out into the room, creating this beautiful bubble. Take a deep breath. Send it out. Connecting our hearts. We're making this beautiful bubble to travel in. Take another deep breath. And send it out. And now we're going to rise high. We're going to rise high. Take a deep breath. And rise. Moving yourself all the way up to the 12th dimension. Let your energy raise. And then we're going to hand it off to David.
Okay, let's keep going up. We're going to be setting the intention that we're going to be going up to the angelic realm. And we're going to keep going up until we see the light. There's going to be a white light portal above us. Concentrate in your mind's eye. This white light portal, it's a big circle, big opening. Keep going up towards it. Keep going up towards it. Go up to it. It gets brighter. It's getting brighter around us. It's getting brighter around us as we get closer to this white light portal. It's going to lead us to the angelic realm. We're starting to feel the energies of the angelic realm around us as we're getting closer to this portal. Deep breath. Breathe in the angelic realm frequencies and go up through, into the portal, into the white light, into the healing center. There's going to be archangels, Father, Mother God. We're going to see Yeshua, and we're going to sit in a circle with angels behind us. There's angels around us, and there's angels in front of us. There is a water bowl, which is going to be used if there's anybody coming in here. that has anything, that are watching the replay, it's just a purification. We're just going to be sending the water purification around all the frequencies. Everybody in here is in a clean, and no one's going to get anyone else's energy, and everyone's going to be getting this this energy together. So as we are sitting here, I'm just going to hand it over to Father God to bring out the God tablet. And if you look at the God tablet, you'll see this beautiful shining frequency coming off of it. It's like a rainbow, pure reflection, piercing. It's a piercing energy. You can probably start feeling it right now. The frequency on it is so intense, and it is so amazing. And he's going to give everybody a tablet. He's going to pass a tablet to everybody to hold in your hand. Hold this tablet in your hand right now. Feel the frequency of the God tablet. Feel the intensity of the purification of this frequency that is going to clean and clear and protect us in your one hand. In your other hand, let your higher self pass you what it is that you're going to alchemize, or an angel that's beside you, what you're going to use to alchemize, or grab what you are going to use to alchemize this armor together. And in divine creation, bring the God armor and your other together, closing your hands to create this armor. Feel the frequencies of the combination of the two come together, and open your hands, and then feel the armor that you have, and put it over your head, put it over your head, put it over your body, all the way down past your feet. This armor completely covers you in all directions. And then we are going to set the intention that this armor is also going to tune in on the inner side of ours as well as on the outer side, so it protects every little cell within us that cannot be penetrated, providing a complete protection inside, outside, from all curses, from any negative attachments. It's going to provide protection against anything trying to get into your energy field, to prevent any potential curses or anything that's going to happen over this transition time. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some magic from my third eye to duplicate my armor. And I'm going to make a copy of it. I'm going to put some more magic on it to make multiple copies for all who are going to watch this in perpetuity. And on the count of 5, I'm going to send out all these armors for anybody that wants to use this armor. If you've already made your own, you don't have to accept this armor. But I'm going to send it out in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, so you just grab it and put it over top of yourself. And this God armor and this frequency is something that you're going to want to put over yourself before you go out. If you can remember, it should stay on you most of the time, but it's always good to remember it for the extra boost in the energy. Like if you're going to meditate, just remember, let's put on that God armor. If you're going to astral travel, definitely put on that God armor. If you're going to, oh, that's cool. So this was a success. I'm seeing some applause happening in the Angelic Realm. I'm not sure if anybody else has seen this. And it looks like there's some kind of a cup getting passed around right now of rainbow liquid light, if anybody wants to grab it and drink it. It may assist with this armor in boosting the frequency. Oh yeah, I feel that. Okay, thank you. And that's amazing how it can be alchemized like that. So I'm going to thank Father, Mother, God, Yeshua, and the archangels for assisting. Is there anything else that you'd like to show us today? I'm just seeing like it's like similar to the armor is very similar to the God tablet in its shine. It's a little bit different because I've alchemized it with some ancient frequencies of light. Um, but it's very rainbow-like in color, very piercing, flashy, very high frequency, repelling exactly what it is that we want to repel. So it's okay. I'm also being told that we can actually take the God armor and just alchemize it into the God tablet and just alchemize it into God armor too. Hold on a second here. All right, so grab the God armor. This is for an extra layer. So this is a secondary armor that we're making here. The God tablet, grab it in your hand, feel that intense frequency, and then just concentrate on turning it into armor. Put your hands together. And then put that over top. This is going to integrate with your existing armor. We're going to make it into one. An extra layer of protection. Ooh, yeah, I can feel that. That's great. Now I'm just going to, again, use my magic to duplicate that, and then use my magic to duplicate that to as many copies. I'm going to send it out in 5. Get ready to catch us. 4, 3, 2, 1. So all can receive that. That's God tablet armor. That is going to go over top of your other armor, amalgamate with it, and you might feel super high intensity while you're right now, but that's the purpose of this. It's an armor of a high intensity frequency. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm seeing a rainbow dragon just coming in here and just breathing fire over top of us, sealing our armor together, sealing it into our energy for ultimate protection, blowing like a rainbow flame. It's funny how dragons can come in the angelic realm like that. Okay, thank you. Yeah, now I'm feeling that dragon fire God armor combination. Feels kind of cool, actually. So just take a moment just to breathe this all in and allow it to integrate. Feel it how this armor's all around your, over your head, over all your chakras, over your energy completely. Through your chakra system, all the way into Gaia, all the way up to source, complete protection. Nothing can penetrate this. Congratulations. On this protection. This is my armor. Now it is your armor. This is my love. I love you all. Be safe. From Father. Thank you, Father. He always knows how to tear me up. I'm just going to stand in here and appreciate this moment. Okay. It seems like there's some more energy that's coming around us right now. It's just to strengthen everything, I believe. Some more rainbow, very pure light almost like it's an extra boost, an extra gift. It goes beyond this armor. Open up our heart chakras to receive this gift, light. Any non-serving energy to come out of our feet right now to make room for this light. Any dense energy, the angels are going to come and clearing, opening the heart, opening and clearing non-serving energy as this new light is coming in, clearing, opening for all, opening all heart chakras, clearing dense energy, anything non-serving coming out of your feet. New light is coming in. This light, this blessing, this light of the angelic realm is coming in to our heart chakra and expanding into our energy field. Wow. Amazing energy. So the power of some lyrians, the power of the trident, the power of Father's energy, this filling our heart chakra, that was unexpected. I'm grateful for that. Thank you.
David, I'm receiving a message from Source, from God. And Source, the Creator, wants us to know that we are all loved and to take this armor to help us get through the next bit of time. And that they want us to know that we're almost there. We're almost there. And that we are all loved.
Oh, I just got tingles all the way up and down as spirit confirmation, and that's really what I felt earlier too. I just don't, and it's hard to leave this feeling. It's hard. It's like I know we're gonna have to come back down into our bodies, but it's so nice to be in the angelic realm and feeling this energy coming in. So do not worry. It's we will be with you. The energy will be with you. Okay. So we are going to go onto a cloud together and thank you all so much, the angelic realm, Father, Mother, God, Yeshua, all the angels, all the archangels that assisted us today. Thank you for your beautiful love. Thank you for opening up our hearts even that much more and sending us this extra gift above the armor. We are so grateful. Thank you. Amen. We are going to hop on our cloud bubble. And what we're going to do is we're just going to enjoy some unity energy light, some rainbow liquid light falling on us as we're making our descent from the angelic realm. The rainbow liquid light was pouring over top of our crown, going over our arms, all down our bodies, just nourishing us and boosting us and giving us that extra energy on our descent down back on the earth realm. As we're floating down, our energetic bodies are getting nourished and replenished, boosted. And we're floating down. And we're coming back down into our bodies. And when you're ready, emerge inside your body now. Open your eyes when you're ready.
Kind of want to ground, so take some red energy, breathe it through your body. Take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Run it all the way down to the middle of the earth. Mother Gaia's heart. and then send all this beautiful energy for everyone who's ready down to the mother's heart for them to receive. So it is.
Beautiful. Oh, I feel great.
I do too. I was too. I mean, I was hearing things, but I was into too high of an energy to talk. I mean, I was watching the beautiful dragons, and it was just beautiful magenta and blues and greens and gold and rainbow, and I was just having a good time.
Yeah.
So then I went, oh yeah, we're doing a Ooh.
But I was getting
It
a
was
message. And I was
wonderful.
like,
Thank
they
you,
kept saying,
David.
tell them. And I was like, I don't want to interrupt David's thing. And then it just kept getting stronger and stronger. And then finally I was just like, okay, I'll tell them.
Yes, it's like that.
That's awesome.
That
But
was
I just want to
beautiful.
share something that came through when you were putting when we were putting the second armor on, the seal.
Yeah.
Right? There was a seal, and I'm just gonna draw the symbol. And this symbol was being drawn. It was like a seal on the armor.
Oh, cool.
And it was like they were going around and they were like, I don't know who was doing it. I think it was Source Creator was sealing it and saying like, this is, and I know from somebody was helping me figure out what this symbol was, and this is the Jesus's symbol, the God symbol in Sanskrit, I think, or something, but I'm not sure
Really?
what it is.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
But
Yeah, thanks for sharing that.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Did you guys feel that crazy frequency when you had the God tablet in your hand?
It was awesome. I felt a lot of things. I'm not able to see everything like you guys, but at least I feel a lot of things. So I just imagine them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you know, I see it just a little bit differently than how Bonnie sees it and how Robin sees it. Like we're experiencing it similarly but different at the same time. But we all do feel it as well. Like it's and feeling it and receiving it. It's the same. Like it's the same protections and the same joy.
It's
The
just that
same.
we all have different filters, and we have all been through different lifetimes, and we all have different tools and ways that we work with spirit, and it just comes through the way it comes through. But it, like David's saying, it's all the same keys and codes. It's just how we interpreted them, how we open them up.
I was seeing a lot of like drippy gold. Like I never see that ever before, but I was seeing like it was like first when we were going up like the white when we were getting up to the thing, I was seeing like a greeny white light. I don't know why I was seeing a lot of green, and then we got all the way up, and then all of a sudden I just couldn't see anything but like drippy gold. It was like gold dripping and.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that liquid Christ consciousness.
Yeah.
Like that's awesome.
That's exactly what that is, because I was doing a Akashic read, and I was bringing down this lady's guide, and she came down from the Christ energy, liquid gold like that. She was just beautiful and brilliant, sparkly. I was like, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it was similar to that on that New Earth Magic one when we went into that pond, and all of a sudden it turns into like liquid gold too. And I remember I was just like, whoa, that's crazy.
And you know, at the beginning when there was a bowl there, and it was there was a water bowl for us to clean or whatever. For me, I was imagining this big, huge crystal that a person can actually fit into, like a crystal singing bowl. And I saw not only where like we would get in, everybody would get in, and you would kind of stand in there, and then there was some big, huge, like godlike beings. I don't know what they were, but they were like spinning the bowl, like the noise. I don't know, whatever that frequency is.
Making the frequency.
Going on.
Oh, that's even cool. Really cool.
Cool.
That was cool.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the dragon, but I guess it's just that time the dragons are just coming and they want to be in these ceremonies, it seems. And that's cool. You know, like we never even called on. But although but we called on our higher selves. We called on the angelic realm. We called on. Did we call on our guides? I don't know if we called on our guides.
I think we did.
I
Yeah.
did. I always do.
Oh, okay. Maybe
my
that's why
mind.
the dragons came. Okay.
Yeah, I always do in my mind. Whatever
Right.
I'm doing, I call my
Okay.
who assists me.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you called in the dragons, Anna.
yeah,
JD.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. No, that's
Amazing.
great.
So I'm gonna turn the record off on my end. So
Sure.
Before we turn the record off, I just wanted to say thank you, David, for bringing us and doing that. That was amazing. Thank you. I can't say
Thank you.
anymore.
It was
yeah,
Yeah. No,
thank
beautiful.
you so much. It was really wonderful.
it's my pleasure. It's, like Father said, it's another way to love, and after getting cursed and stuff like that, and I was like, what the heck? Like it was a weird one too, because it was something that was just tapping on me for like 20 minutes, and just like, and I couldn't get rid of it. I couldn't. So it wasn't an entity. It was. Then I realized, oh my God, this is a dark curse. Just like, man, I'm just driving to the beach with my kids, and I get in a dark curse. But it was really, really helpful, you know, like to have that special connection to the light. And it's like Metatron said, you know, like the dark is the dark. They can't be with the light is the light. Like
No, and
you're gonna
another
be
thing too
guided.
that you're gonna find in this day and age that the darkness will come where because you're light, and it needs to be transmuted. It doesn't know where to go, or what to do,
Mm.
and so they're kind of attracted to us now. So instead of them running away from you, they're like running towards us because they don't know where and what to do. You know what I mean?
The
I
brighter
like
your light
that.
shines, the more they get attracted. So
Yeah. That is a
One good,
very compassionate way to see it. I like it.
one
Yeah.
a nice thing too, if you're feeling like, if you're feeling up to it, like I know sometimes I'll just when I'm working and clearing the earth grid, I'll bring down big pillars of magnetic light going all the way from the ground all the way up to source, and I'll keep these portals open and I'll put it like a time, like I'll just start counting down 30 seconds down to zero, and anything that wants to get transmuted and go back to source can enter these magnetic light portals and just jump in and go shh. You just see all these dark entities going shh, going up into the
Yeah.
source. And
That's
if you
great.
Yeah.
if you ever want to do that, if you're ever feeling like there's something that wants to get transmuted, you can just imagine a pillar of light coming down from your ground all the way up to source. Give it like a 10-second timer, count it down.
I
And
always do it. I always call on Jesus though to hold the portal for me. But yeah, I do that.
cool. All right. So I guess I'll stop the recording here. So that's